One of the hardest parts about being a Yellow Jackets content creator is that I love Shauna Shipman. In fact, I find her to be the most interesting character in the show. Now, does this mean that I think Shauna is a good person? Absolutely not. I don't think that you could watch Yellow Jackets and still think that Shauna is a good person. But do I try to find the meaning in her actions and why she does things? Absolutely. But I do that for every single character. I find it extremely interesting that so many of the awful things that have happened to Shauna have happened because of her own choices. And the guilt that she carries from these choices makes her make even worse decisions. Jackie's death being a prime example of this. Although I don't think that Jackie's death is Shauna's fault, I think it's obvious that Jackie would have never died the way that she did if it weren't for Shauna's actions. Although it is absolutely not Shauna's fault that Wilderness Baby died, Wilderness Baby was a product of Shauna's bad decisions. Shauna lives the life that she hates because of the guilt that she feels for Jackie's death. This is a life that should not belong to her. But she lives this life thinking that it's the life that Jackie would have lived. Except it's not. But she chose to live that life. And then she craves excitement and hates that life so much that she starts an affair. Once more, a bad decision made by Shauna Shipman. She then kills the man that she's having an affair with. I understand why people hate Shauna. I really and truly do. She is a product of trauma and the worst coping mechanisms possible. Those coping mechanisms being none. Shauna ultimately becomes a product of rage and pain. And yet she is numb the majority of the time. She seeks out every single possible way to feel something. Most of the time when she is feeling something, it's after being violent. It's what she knows best, and it's a surefire way to make sure that she won't feel numb. Jackie is probably what Shauna feels the most guilt over. And yet she then centers her entire life around Jackie. Everything is a constant reminder of her. Her husband, her daughter, she sees Jackie's parents at least once a year. And she keeps the rabbit statues that they give Shauna as a reminder of Jackie. Shauna and Jackie always felt like complete opposites to me. Even in the way that they react to their pain. Shauna bottles hers up and then reacts with violence and rage, whereas Jackie isolates herself and silences herself in a sense. And although everyone's going to say that Jackie wasn't the person who isolated herself, Jackie did choose to go outside. I understand that she felt lonely in that cabin, and nobody felt like they were on her side. And it's completely fair why she felt like that. But she chose to go outside and isolate herself from everybody else. I personally believe that the lowest moment that we've seen from Shauna is after losing Wilderness Baby when she beats up Lottie. And from what we know of right now, she never actually apologizes to Lottie for that. She is a being that has been crafted by anger. So I always want to know what she's about to do next. Does it stress me out having her as one of my favorite characters? Absolutely. Would I change it if I could? Absolutely. I'm sure it'd be much simpler to be a Laura Lee fan. But instead I'm a Lottie and Shauna lover and I have to face that.